Hey, what is going on, you guys? This is Rocket54 here, and welcome to the 24th episode of Life Stories. You're going to notice some Payday 2 gameplay in the background. And, yeah, guys, so, again, 24th episode of Life Stories. Now, this was the one, I think I mentioned this in the 23rd episode, the one where I said something happened to me 2 days ago. Well, 2 days ago when I said this last week. This is going to be that one. But yeah, so anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy this story. Leave a like if you do enjoy it. Again, I just really appreciate it when you leave a like because it makes my day, and it shows me that you guys like these stories. So again, leave a like if you do enjoy this story, and let's get started. Now, you guys, this story literally happened to me. I know I didn't do it in the last video, so I decided to do it now. But yes, this actually did happen to me about a week ago. Actually, a week and 2 days ago, to be exact. It was last Wednesday. So, guys, the thing is, if you're like a lot of... Okay, well, I wouldn't say a lot. Like, I'd say some. I don't want to do like a general thing, because like I know some parents, like I know that a lot of parents out there are really against energy drinks. Like they just really don't want their kids drinking them because of, of all the sugar and caffeine and the taurine and all that other crap that's in there. So I actually have a story that I don't know, probably during the summer I'll tell it, of my first energy drink that I ever had, which I know that's probably not going to be a big deal to some of you, like, once you hear it. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Terrence. But like, just wait until the story actually comes out. But yeah, so like, I know a lot of parents out there are really against kids drinking them. But anyway, so like the thing is, like, my parents, they let me have them, but just not very often, like once a month usually. And so, last Wednesday, it was the first day of June, so I decided to run up to the local gas station to grab a Monster. And so, I do. So, I go up there, and and guys, when I cross the street, there's kind of like this bush. There's like this, I don't know, it's not a tree. Like, it isn't a tree. It's kind of like a bush. Well, no, it is a tree, but it's like a really small tree, and there's like bushes, and you can duck through there to get to the gas station quicker. And then, anyways, when I cut through the bushes, there's a gas pump, like, as soon as you get out of there, and I saw a car there, and I just assumed that the car was pulling out, like, pulling out to get out of the store, like, get out of the gas station. But no, it turns out the car was reversing. And guys, I was a pretty good distance away from the car, well, in my opinion. So, I kicked into gear my legs a little faster, and I ran a bit faster. So, yeah, and so, I thought I was a pretty good ways away from it, and I get over to the other side, and then the lady in the car yells at me saying, "You don't just walk in front of somebody's vehicle." And then she looks at me, and then she, like, does that look where she's like, "What was this guy thinking?" And so then I walk into the store, and I'm like, okay, which energy drink should I get? Because I was debating whether or not to get the Rockstar Boom orange flavor, or to get the Monster Assault, which I ended up getting the Monster Assault. And I was like, okay, as soon as I pick up the can, the lady literally stops me, and then she pretty much starts yelling at me in the store. She's like, like, I could have hit you, and, like, if you hadn't, and, if you weren't quick enough, I could have hit you. And then I just said to her, I was like, I didn't know you were backing up. And she's like, well, that's because when the reverse lights come on. And I'm just thinking in my head, lady, I don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about, and no offense, but I don't really care. Like, okay, I didn't say that to her face, but that was what I was thinking in my head. I don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about, and I don't really give a shit. And I didn't say this to her because, I didn't want to be rude. I almost felt like pulling a Luna back there, but I didn't. But yeah, so she, like, the thing is, I almost felt like saying to her, I'm 15, I don't drive yet, I don't know shit about cars. I almost felt like saying that, but I actually didn't end up saying it. But, yeah, so then I was just like, yeah, because guys, like, the thing is, she could have, like, yelled at me in the parking lot all she wanted to, but inside the store, no, I'm sorry. Like the thing is, if you can yell at me in the parking lot all you want. And the thing is, I know she was trying to talk normally, but it sounded like she was talking normally through a friggin' bullhorn. Like she was like, it's like she was yelling at me. Luckily, there were only two other people in the store. There was one lady that was buying something, and then there was the cashier, and that was it. Those were the only people in the store. So thank God for that. But still, I was like, come on, like you don't gotta yell at me in the store. Like that's just not cool. Like that's embarrassing me. But actually, you're more embarrassing yourself than you're embarrassing me because you're pretty much just like, you know, people are gonna like look at you mostly. They're not gonna really look at me. But yeah, guys, so that's basically the end of the story. I ended up getting the energy drink and just leaving, and I was just on the walk home. I was just thinking in my head, like, lady, calm the down. Like, honestly, guys, like if I was a really mean person about this, which I wasn't, but if I was, I would have said, hey, lady, they sell tampons here. Why don't you buy some and use one? Or something like that. But, you know, like, I wouldn't, like, I'm not a mean person. Like, thing is, if you're being a dick to me for absolutely no reason, then expect me to be a dick back to you. So, just saying. But yeah, guys, that's basically the end of the story. I just, like, honestly, I felt like this was, like, something straight out of Luna, except, you know, I wasn't being mean towards the lady. Again, I just thought that I was, again, like, I just felt like I was straight out of Luna here. In fact, I saw my friend, Killerbot Films, walking up the street to go to the gym, and I was telling him about it, and I was like, dude, I feel like this was something out of Luna's life stories, and he's like, yeah, and so then my friend just went to the gym, but, yeah, anyway, guys, that's it for the story. Subscribe for more content, and remember, you guys, whenever buying energy drinks and getting yelled at by ladies in cars, say no to drugs.